You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Young and the Restless fans. It is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got a Young and the Restless comings and goings update for you. We have got info on Chelsea Lawson leaving. We've got info on Chloe coming back. We've got Jill Abbott. And we have a really kind of bombshell, bizarre update on Doug Davidson, who played Paul Williams for decades and was kind of smack-talking Y&R a little. At least that's what some fans think, but it is kind of a comings and goings update of note because of some specific things that he said. All right, digging in, we've got Jess Walton back as Jill Abbott on the 26th, I think. I can't read my own handwriting. Yes, that is a 6. All right. On Wednesday, July 26th, Jill Abbott needs Victor's advice and they cut a deal. I'm anticipating that Jess probably did this as a video call. She spends most of her time at her ranch/farm in Oregon. She's one of those gals who likes horses and stuff, so she's off doing that. So generally when she appears, it is a video call. That's what I am anticipating. I'm also thinking we are going to see Elizabeth Hendrickson back soon as Chloe Mitchell, because this week Victor Newman sits down with Sally Spectra and Nick Newman's there and he doesn't like what his dad's saying, but what his dad is saying to Sally is, you and Chloe come work for me at Newman Enterprises. You will be running the new division of Newman Design, but you have to be completely exclusive to Newman and you have to work in Newman Tower. Nick does not like the sound of this one bit. He and Adam know all about Victor getting people under their thumbs so that he can influence and control them. And I don't think Nick's going to want her to do this, but I guarantee Sally is going to jump at the opportunity because she has severe and deep running daddy issues, mommy issues too, if we're being honest, but she wants Victor's approval and she's going to take this job. So I'm wondering if Chloe's going to show up while they evaluate the offer, or if we're going to see Chloe around more as they presumably move into these offices, if she does indeed take the job, but I'm leaning towards thinking she will. Also, we are going to see Melissa Claire Egan out as Chelsea Lawson very soon. She just gave birth. And the deal is that she gave birth on July 14th, all right? And her son came a few weeks early. So what I'm interested in knowing is whether her baby coming a few weeks early is going to force them to exit her, where they might have already scripted her an exit for maternity leave. But if she couldn't shoot those scenes, we may get some video call screens from her as well to explain why she is away, because they have her starting this new job at Marchetti. So it seems kind of like she's on the front burner, but she just had a baby and they shoot, 4 weeks ahead. So by August 14th, by about mid-August, we should be out of Chelsea scenes. We will see if maybe she's sent away on business. I don't know. She and her husband, Matt Katrosar, had their little boy, Jake Joseph Katrosar. And we are going to show you some photos of that adorable tot and her husband that they published. All right. So Chloe in, Chelsea out, Jill back for a hot second. But the big news is Doug Davidson. Here's what he posted. He says, well, I cleaned out my dressing room a week ago Saturday. Yes, it was sad for several reasons. One, it was my home for over 40 years and it was like a ghost town. Price has left and the new owner of TV City isn't really keeping it up. The sets were all small and a bit tired. Frowny face. So he said several reasons and then he put the number 1 down and he didn't put 2 or 3 down. I'm sorry, that just bothers me from a grammatical standpoint. That's just of note. If you're going to say several reasons and put number 1 down, you at least have to give me number 2. But when you said several, I want 3. He listed them. He just didn't put the numbers. A commenter came back at him, sour grapes much? And he says, not at all. I owe everything to the bells. I want to explain a little bit about this, talking about it being a ghost town, this and that. So first of all, what really surprised me about this is that Doug Davidson still had stuff in his dressing room. It's not funny, but he has not been on the show in so long. I think since 2020. Yeah. So November 19th, 2020. That's when it is. I made a note. So that was down to British crazy man Mal Young's disastrous reign of terror when he was the head writer and showrunner at YNR. He got rid of Paul Williams. He wrote him out, so Doug exited, and he had very few episodes from then on. Mal tried the same thing with Victor Newman. That didn't work out as well for him. So with not having had scenes for 2.5 years, why did he still have stuff sitting in his dressing room? Usually when you get written out, you get your box, you take your stuff, you go home. I'm not mocking. I just don't understand why they didn't have him already clean it out. And the other thing is he was talking about it was like a ghost town and the new owner of TV City. It's not a new owner. In 2018, CBS sold Television City, what he's calling TV City, to this real estate developer who cut them this deal that Price is Right and Young and the Restless and like one other show, I don't know if it was Bold or a different one, anyway, could stay and keep shooting for 5 years through 2023. This is not a new thing. So it says 2023. And the reason that they are having him come clean out his stuff is because Young and the Restless has to move studios. Television City is about to undergo this big renovation. So he's talking about that they're not keeping it up. Things are small and tired. They're getting ready to do this massive renovation. They couldn't do it with Young and the Restless still actively shooting. And part of the deal was they had to give YNR a 5-year runway. So no, they are not paying to keep everything nice and clean when they're probably about to knock a lot of it down. They're doing a big renovation. It's not clear if it's going to be a demo and a reno, but he made it sound like this deal just happened. It's just kind of, I don't see sour grapes about YNR. I kind of see him sounding a little ill-informed when it came to the studio. However, I love Doug Davidson and I miss Paul Williams, and I think it'd be great to have him back, but it doesn't seem like that is happening because they just had him pack his stuff. It's not clear yet where they're going to move to. Price is Right moved to this place called Haven Studios, but I have not seen confirmation on where YNR is relocating to. Maybe they'll come and shoot where B&B is. We'll have to wait and see because everybody had to move. All right. If you enjoyed this YNR update, we hope you'll click us a like. And if you haven't already, please click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Young and the Restless spoilers. If you click that notification button, you'll even get a little ding that says there's a new video waiting for you. Check that out. All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Leave us your comments. We love to hear from you.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.